Alrighty, here we are. Red, do you want to briefly... Actually, no, it's probably not good. Anyone who's in chat, please tell us how audio volumes are, because there are only 2 people in call right now, so it's hard for people to be talking and for someone to mute and do audio level stuff.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Yes. So this next event here is I'm going to be just doing a plain run of a little game called Lorera, which I found on Steam one day when I was looking through free things, and it's a fun little game about a plonk guy with a grappling hook. And I quite like it. It's free, and it's quite short, so if you're interested in it, you could actually go on Steam right now and download it and play along. Or you could just sit here and watch it. And I will say, even if you see the whole game, I think it's definitely worth playing because it's fun, it's small, and who dislikes grappling hook? Red, while I get started, do you want to briefly go over what we're doing here and why we're doing it?
Yeah, we are raising money for Save the Children, which is an international charity organization working to provide support for youths around the world. In reason, in regions with ongoing wars and conflicts such as Yemen, Ukraine, and Gaza, they work to provide aid and relief, while in North America, their work is more focused on providing assistance to vulnerable populations facing poverty or systemic injustice. They work to support communities financially and with educational resources to enable long term sustainability and success. That sounds like something you'd want to support. There's a link to the donation page in the description.
And I completely forgot the first thing you do in this game is you spam buttons. I've played this game
Nice.
like 4 times, and I completely forgot that's what you do. So you play as this little plant nub, and I'm playing on mouse and keyboard, personally, because I prefer it. I accidentally hit F. Okay, that was bad for a second. Yeah, I just got very surprised, jump scared by the screen going full screen. So, fun feature that I just learned about, there's a full screen command. It's if you press F, which is right next to the D key, which is also right next to the, which is the going right key. So,
That doesn't seem like optimal placement.
well, you know, this game's meant to be played on controller, probably. Yeah. And this is the introduction of the grappling hook. The fun thing about it is that it works a little differently to some other games that you might be familiar with, where the grappling hook is like a fixed fulcrum point that you pivot off. So if I click there, it's not going to retract and it's not going to make it go because it's too long. But if I jump here and then click there, it'll allow me to swing. There's little flowers in this first area here to help you figure out where you need to grapple from. And if you die, you go back to the save point.
Yeah, there was the anti-gravity grappling hook in Terraria worked kind of similar, but only that one.
Fun. So there is one thing that we're trying to do in this game, which is there are 4 codes corresponding to each of the 4 zones in the game, and we need to figure out what they are by going to the 4 corners of the map and finding the information. There is a story to this game. I have seen it before, and quite honestly, it's neat, but I'm here because I think it's a fun little game to show off. If you'd like to know what the story is, once again, it's free, it's short, it's on Steam. Go check it out, Lorera. There are also fun little collectibles in the form of the balloons, which I might go for, quite frankly, just because they're extremely easy on the path, and this game is already short enough as is. But as is, I'm not going to specifically be focusing on them. I'm just going to try and do a fairly standard playthrough of just going through the game. These flowers are fun because they spin, and they start spinning, and then you can throw you off. Yeah. Fun thing about the pixel art in this game, the guy who did basically all the art in this game is one of the people who did the art for Gunbrella, if you've seen that game. I did a little investigating as to the people behind this. It's 2 brothers, and they have, I think, one other game they worked on together, and one of them has more of professional experience than the other. But, yeah. So if you like the art in this game, you might also like the way Gunbrella looks. Ah! Okay.
Been aware of Umbrella for a while, and it's been on my wish list, but I haven't gotten around to playing it, but it looks pretty good.
Yeah. So this game is like a pseudo Metroidvania, if that makes sense. Like, It kind of has upgrades that unlock areas, but usually it's more of a linear progression. You can backtrack for collectibles, but that's it. The upgrade I just got, which is the second upgrade, turns you into a ball if you're going fast enough, which allows you to break through those crystals. It's a lot more of a traditional lock and key than a lot of other Metroidvanias, but, you know, it's fun, and there are some really cool abilities we're going to get. So, this is what I was saying. These are the codes we need. So I am going to grab a little scrap piece of paper on my desk. There's a couple of these. Oh, I actually found the one that I was using for my practice run. And I am just going to write down the things for each line that the spaces were in. And I have them written down now. So what we do is we go back to that main area with the gates, or the codes, which is just down here. We find the corresponding thing. There were flowers in that area, so it's this one. And then we select the places that the thing was, and now we've inputted that code. And now we just gotta do that for the 3 other regions. And the next region is just over here to our left. Yes, the codes change every run. Theoretically, you could actually just guess them. You don't actually need the codes, technically, to beat the game, but I think it's more fun to go and find them, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Me, when I sit next to the lock at the start of the game, trying to open it. So this zone's gimmick is these little hoops that jump out of the lava, and you have to use them as points to grapple off. And the fun thing is you can grapple them on the upswing or downswing, which affects, obviously, the way that momentum kind of stuff works in this game. For some reason... Aha, there we go, that's where you do it nicely. If you hook on it from above, you kind of get this extra swing down. I didn't go off to the left there. We will later, trust me. And one fun thing about this area is that you can intentionally jump in the lava to reset the cycle on them, because whenever you respawn, it resets the cycle to make it less annoying.
Nice.
Or you could just be bad. That's also an option.
Well, you wouldn't be bad now, would you?
No, I would never. I mistimed it. Let's try it again. Oh, one fun thing about this is you can actually jump up on the side there and use that as a jumping point to make it a little easier. There's a little guy. Let's go say hi to him. Or die in lava. That's also a choice. That's an option.
The dude didn't even care.
Nah. He's just chilling, okay? Don't kill his vibe. You can kill yourself, just don't kill his vibe. Oh, okay. Hello there, traveler. No need to go further, it's a dead end.
Skill issue.
Saw a purple crystal at the end, but it doesn't work. I gotta climb all the way back up. So he's stuck here, but we know how to break purple crystals, so we're better than him. There we go. Oh, I remember this one. This one's fun. Okay. So what you do here is you basically ride up on that, and then use that to gain the height to swing off that one there. So you grab onto that, and then that lets you do that, which then lets you do that. Very insightful.
Yeah, you do this thing, and then you do that thing, and then you do this thing.
What, you do that thing? I didn't think you did that thing. I just thought you do this thing. And now the world is our oyster, because we just got the ability to reel in, which completely changes the dynamic of how things work.
Yeah, that seems pretty powerful in a game like this.
It is. It's extremely powerful. But they do a really good job of making sure you can't just reel in, and you still want to keep thinging. Because you have to remember as well, you only turn into a ball if you come out of a swing, whereas if you grapple like this, you stay in the main form. So there is still a reason to not, but also it is very powerful.
What's the difference in the normal jump versus in ball form?
The ball allows you to break certain walls, which I did in the first zone earlier. It also makes a fun noise, which, like, who doesn't want a fun noise? Ooh, okay. There's also a fun thing you can do now that I have the grapple that allows me to, you know, launch myself like that, is that if you do this and carry momentum out of the screen, you can do it Like that. There you go. See? You can carry momentum upwards between screens now. So if you ever see a screen that has the potential to be transitioned out of from the top and you don't quite have the ability to jump out of it, you can do that to get out. And now we've escaped where the knight cannot. He will die down there.
Damn.
No, it's not my fault he jumped in a hole. You should have found a power-up. Yeah, see, these are the balloons. They're kind of like the strawberries in Celeste, if I was to make an analogy. Whoa, okay. That was a bit of a risky play, but you know. Did you know that plants can always do this? They just need to choose to do so.
I don't think I did.
Yeah, if you go into your backyard and give them purple orbs, they'll be like, okay, this is the later zone. I'll come back later when I have a funny upgrade.
It better be funny.
Oh, it's extremely funny. You should wait and see. Oh, I can't remember. Ooh. This is either the correct way of going, or... Oh, I forgot that. You can actually drop down through platforms by grappling through them like that. Ain't that neat? You know what? I'll grab this balloon. I can. I'm here. There we go. So the way you collect balloons is you need to bring them to a, checkpoint. Oh, which I would be able to walk over to if this old man did not attempt to corner me in conversation unnecessarily.
Conversation?
You're so mean. I'm just a plant. I just want to run around. Yeah, so there you go. See, 1 of 12. I'm trying to remember. Do I go down here now? I think I do. This area is honestly the hardest to navigate because everything looks the exact same. Alrighty, so the next code for the red area is going to be... that. Ain't that fantastic?
Jordan said, as someone with a degree in biology, that fact about plants is 100% true.
Cool plant fact.
Hello.
Oh, hey.
Yep.
Do you wish you were a little plant that could just grapple everywhere?
Yes. Better Spider-Man.
Yeah. I will say also, you do get a progressively sicker and sicker haircut as you go through this game. The more orbs you just get absolutely dripped out. I have an earring now. Why do I have an earring as a plant? I don't know.
'Cause you're cool.
'Cause I'm just cool like that, okay? Stop trying to talk to me, old man. I don't want to listen to you. I want to swing.
Listen to your elders.
There's also little kitties. They're just vibing.
Kitties.
I genuinely don't know why they're in the game. They just sit there. There's no one's house or anything like that. It's just there. There's just miscellaneous cats.
They're there because you always have to have them.
Yeah.
Pet them. Pet them.
That's the best you got. I will say, this game, aesthetically, not in gameplay, this game is a lot easier than that, but aesthetically, it kind of reminds me of Jump King, if you guys are familiar.
Nope.
I am not.
Jump King was one of those games that got popular around the same time as Getting Over It for being annoying to play on streams. So these guys are enemies. They're like the first enemies in the actual game. I forgot you can B-hop in this game, because you accelerate in the air slightly faster than you do on the ground. Balloon.
This is such a pretty game.
It is. I really like the music as well. It's very peaceful and quiet.
Yeah.
It's Bugsy from
it's
Kirby.
Bugsy.
Beta Return.
And Bugsy's back.
Can you grapple on these guys? Oh, you can. That's what you're supposed to do. Okay. Look at that. Look at me go. How you like them apples? I'm the apple in this context. Gotta be careful. Weevil.
Hello, Coolity.
I just realized my Steam FPS counter is in the top corner. You know what? That's okay.
I didn't even notice it until you pointed it out.
Hey, cool fact. There's an annoying green number in the corner. You can't unsee it now. These are the hardest things for me because the timing on them is slightly weird because they blip twice and then turn on, but it's slightly fast or slightly desynced or something, and it's... Ah. Do I go around? Yes, okay. Ooh. There we go. Got it. So you have to be just very, very aware when you go by them. Also, some of them are just always active, which is fun. They're also slightly larger than the thing that you usually see tells you that they are. It's just all around, they're really difficult, in my opinion. They're probably not actually that difficult, but they're the thing that kills me the most in this game. Aha! And now we get a fun ability. And also a cool haircut. And I lost my earring?
No!
But, get this, okay? Get this. You ready? I could punch. And that punch also propels me forward. I wonder... Annoying flying bugs. Punch them so hard that they stop buzzing. I could try that. I could give that a shot.
Remember, guys, you can't punch if you're wearing an earring.
No. Me when I wear an earring to look tough, but that stopped me from punching. So yeah, now you can accelerate your swings with the punches. And you go
That's
zooming. What were you saying, Alan?
That's such a fun mechanic. There's a lot of like creativity and player use of it.
God damn it. Yeah. Oh, this one is fun, I think, because you can actually just launch straight up from that. Yeah. This specific area right here has probably the most flexibility in terms of just being able to fling yourself around. Oh my goodness, the timing on that stupid cloud. I hate it so much.
Are those like bolts of lightning?
Kind of. They're like balls of lightning that randomly start and stop sparking, but some of them also don't stop sparking. I'm throwing here. Okay. Let's do this right. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so this cloud is the worst thing ever, because you need to jump, like, while it's starting to buzz. I gotta remember this timing here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. It's just such a weird and unintuitive timing that you wouldn't think about for how it goes. Okay, because I am absolutely speeding through this because I forgot about the balloons, I think I will actually go back and do all of them, because it's fun, and there's little platforming challenges around all of them. Okay. Just trying to be a little bit exhaustive in my exploration. Okay, I could also fall off and die there. Oh yeah, so now I can just get rid of all of them. It also, you can use it to jump boost yourself up, like that. So regular jumps like that, but if you shoot at the same time, you get more speed.
Ooh.
Yeah. And you can even use it to gain speed when just kind of moving around. I really like the way all the abilities in this game layer over each other in terms of just adding to the basic idea of, you know, swing. Because it's swing and then swing into ball and then grapple into another swing. It's relatively rigid physics. They don't have a lot of kind of, I don't know, things where you can gain a momentum that then goes into another thing. Usually when you grapple, you're kind of just in the grappled state, and when you line pull, you're in the line pull state. But, I don't know, Mario Odyssey was good and it had relatively, what's it called? Mario Odyssey's movement was very good, and it had relatively constrained things where every single movement was kind of more canned than in previous games. Like the dive being, you know, strictly from stopping with the ground pound.
Yeah.
One of the things I'm noticing that's really cool is the cohesion of the world map and the traversability of being able to go back all the way so quickly.
Yeah. I really like the fact that each zone is really distinctive, and has its own theme, but also manages to feel relatively congruous, if that makes sense. Like every time you traverse from one to the next, it has a very strong feeling of what was the word I'm trying to think of? It feels like the same world.
Yeah, it's connected.
You can also carry balloons around just until you hit a save point. They do go away when you die, and that means you need to recollect them, so I'll put them away. But there is an achievement in this game for, I think, having like half of the balloons following you all at once.
That's really funny.
Yeah. No, the achievements in
Okay.
this game are quite good.
Okay, so you bring them to a checkpoint to collect them as opposed to the strawberries and Sliss where it's just finding solid ground.
Yeah, which I think follows a similar principle, just because checkpoints in this game are relatively plentiful. There's one every room or two, but
Yeah.
it is technically slightly different. Well, there we go. Okay. I think I got all the ones in the sky. I will do the code here. Oh. Alrighty. Based on what this pillar looks like, does anyone have any guesses what the final area's theme is?
Yeah.
Darkness.
You can ponder that one while we go and get the balloons in the blood castle.
Ooh.
Wait, does that mean that's not lava? This entire time I've just been internalizing the red liquid as lava. I'm pretty sure it's blood now, just based on that name being Blood Castle. I have played this game 3 times.
Oh, I
I
can see
mean,
it.
it is very red, and
But it's
lava
bubbly.
tends to be more orange.
But like it looks like it's sizzling.
But it's video game lava. Video game lava and real lava are 2 different things.
It could be like
It's very hot blood.
exactly.
Oh, I did grab the one here, okay.
I'm trying to say Iron Lung be like.
Wow, okay. So I don't know if you saw that, but if you grapple downwards, it tries to force you down with a great deal of speed. Like that. Although more because I was already moving. But... things get a little quirky when you're holding on to, things like that.
The blood is boiling.
Yes. Alrighty, I know there's a balloon down here that I missed, so I'm just gonna backtrack for that real quick. I completely forgot I had the punch right now.
So after you put all the codes is behind that door, the like last area.
I don't want to speak about what happens when I do that, because honestly, it is one of the most unexpected things in the game.
All right.
And I'll just leave it at that. So as you can see, now that I have all the abilities that I have, I can just kind of skip through this puzzle when previously I would have had to actually, you know, try and time my jumps. Which is one of the fun things about going back to later areas once you've gotten more of the abilities. Technically, I don't actually need to use, you know, all of my stuff. I could do it as intended. Or I could, you know, have a fun time and just go whee with all the stuff I've grabbed. I'll say, I do prefer playing this game on mouse and keyboard, but it doesn't play badly on controller. I think the first time I played it, I used controller. Although,
That's interesting.
it plays
Definitely
badly if you're bad at the game.
It definitely looks like a very mouse and keyboard oriented.
Yeah, just being able to point where you want to go.
I think the way it
Yeah.
works on controller is it basically puts this cursor at a radius around you, if that makes sense.
Oh.
That tends to be the way.
And so you basically just point relative to where you are instead of the actual position. Because on a mouse and keyboard, right, if I want to grapple there, I click specifically there, rather than I click, like, here, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
On controller, you need to trace the line, so it's a little bit more difficult, but it is, you know, very possible to play.
It tends to be how like twin stick 2D games work with controller.
Oh, Colin said apparently that's how Terraria also works on console.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I have all of the balloons from this area, but I don't quite remember. Once we go to the next area, we can double check. I do genuinely like how one side of the map is like Blood Castle, where it's filled with bones and jars of blood and boiling liquid, and the other half of the world is like, hey, plants, oh, clouds, wow, rain,
Cats.
cats, and they're just right next to each other. Like, oh, hey Rob, did you go out today? Yeah, well, I was walking down by the Blood Castle where my cats would just,
And oddly enough, it works.
I like it. I definitely think it's a little jarring. There's a part of the game that's coming
Yeah.
up that's it's not uncohesive because obviously there's this mediating area here, but it definitely gets a little weird in the next area that we're going to right now, which is right here. Which is presumably some kind of battleground or older forest, as you can see the brambles and things in the background.
It is a weird thing that you go from this place of like fire, blood, and then go to a place of like darkness and dense plants.
I do like the fact that the banner in here is the same one as these ones in here, so you can see that this was like laid siege, because this emblem up here is different to this one down here, and presumably
Yeah.
this was something that happened as a fight on like the ground before. And there's ghosts, so obviously someone died. So this is the weird haunted graveyard woods level. The objective of this level here, in order to activate the thing, is we need to let little goo guys, and we need to put them in this pillar. So there's 4 little goo guys we need to find, as well as the rest of the balloons. And this is why the spinning works so well, is because they introduce ropes in this area, which you can pass through but also grapple to.
Oh.
And they really want you to practice going into the ground. No, they want you to practice going upwards. Also, the music in this area sounds kind of Metroidy.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Alrighty, I'm trying to remember where everything is. I think there's a balloon over here. Yes, there is. So, they introduce platforms that you can't grapple to here. So, you need to use this point down here, as well as your fist, to project you around. Because you can't just pull yourself up. Which is kind of nice that they specifically try and cultivate areas that are more tuned to restricting your moveset the further you get into the game.
Yeah.
I can't remember what those blue guys are. I think they just die slightly easier. However, all ghosts respawn whenever you get to, I think whenever you re-enter the screen, the ghosts respawn. At least the blue ones do.
I guess you let the AM2R composer in here.
Yes, see? Here's my first little goo guy, and he sits on my head. If I die with the little goo guy, I need to come back to this room to collect it, and that is why these ghosts actually matter now.
Even after you pass the checkpoint?
Yes, even after you pass the checkpoint.
He's so cute.
Oh, I didn't realize that they actually follow you on the ball. That's so cool. Oh my goodness, they're so adorable. Alrighty, let's hope I don't land on spikes. Yaha! And now we will deposit the first goo guy into the podium. You can technically grab all 4 of them at the same time. However, that is difficult because the other areas are harder. Also, this dead guy can speak,
Oh.
which is nice.
I was just wondering if there was anyone that told you what you were supposed to do.
I think the old guy does at some point. I'm gonna be real. I haven't spoken with him until since the first time I played, where I realized I just, just go to the places and find the things. I like this little zone off to the left. I think while I was practicing, this was my favorite little one. Oh, these red guys are fun. So these red guys, when you shoot them, they turn into those red circles from the other zone. And so they become a grapple point wherever you hit them. So use them to make terrain.
That's a really cool concept.
Mm-hmm.
I always loved that in these platforming games.
And this here, as you saw, there's all of these areas that are ungrappleable, so I need to try and gain the momentum to swing into there. Now this is a cool challenge, because I can't grapple to the ceiling. So how do I get around these? And one of the answers is you punch, and then use the grapple and the punch to gain momentum to go over them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. No, they really try and play with your moveset in the end here. This bit is fun because there's 2 ghosts, and they're hard to get around, and you have to escape there with a little guy.
Ooh, yeah.
Ah,
You don't have much room to dodge either.
nope. No, little guy, he got thrown in the hole.
Oh no!
Ah. Anyway. Let's try this again. Hey! Made it out. Now I get the fun part of doing this in reverse. Oh my goodness. Okay, if I missed that, I would have been peeved. I think I'm safe falling down. No, I'm not. Thank God I grappled. Okay. Ooh. I would have fallen straight into those spikes and had to redo the whole thing. The red guy. Not you. Different red guy.
What? Huh?
There's a... I should have done this earlier. I'm not doing this with the guy. I'm gonna go put him away and come back for it. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not risking it.
Don't risk it for the biscuit.
No, I must protect my little fella. He is precious and deserving of love.
I think he's also deserving of some donations. Come on, guys. Haven't had one in a bit.
Alrighty. Go into your home, small child. I will bring a balloon back for you, my kids. That's why you're collecting them. Gotta put a smile on their faces.
As any good plant would.
Yes. The paternal instincts of a plant.
Planternal instincts, if you will.
So you can't go too aggressive on that. Wait, did that just follow my dead body?
That's so morbid.
Maybe
Oh,
did, but
no.
at least I got it.
Oh.
He really is doing everything he can for his kids.
Okay, there we go. Ooh. You just gotta be careful on that one, because if you boost too hard, you get hit by the spikes on the top, but also if you boost too little, then you don't get it, and you want the balloon.
Yeah.
So this one is also fun, because once again, there's the ceiling that you can't grapple to, which makes it slightly more difficult. However, if you just get enough momentum when swinging in, it's not too bad. Whoa, okay. I forgot that ceiling there. It's barely visible, but it's not the metal.
Mm.
This one's fun. You can see the little guy. You cannot make it up there. So you have to go around the long way.
At least there's a faster way back.
Ooh.
There we go. Don't. There we go, okay. Whew. Good stuff, alrighty. Oh no, you need to do the fun bit here where you have to grapple up and then try and lead him over at least a little. And then you can... that's how I usually do it. And then for this one... There you go. Do it like that. Alright, now I just need to make sure I don't fall in the pit below me, because the pit below me will kill me. There we go. Alright, I think there's one more after this up to the top left. Alrighty, one more. I think the best way of doing that is going over this way. The fastest way to locomote in this game is to use the punches when you're jumping. At least in the late game. Which feels weird calling it the late game, because I've been playing for 30 minutes, but you know what? That's how it is sometimes. Sometimes games are just little fellas.
Little guys.
Indeed. Alrighty. It's nice how they bring a lot of the previous gimmicks back, right? Instead of having the bugs, they have the ghosts, which work in a similar way, although there's an extra step of needing to actually kite the enemy in order to get it to the position that you need it, rather than just grappling on it while it's on a fixed path.
Yeah.
Then obviously there's the reintroduction of the flower in that one bit there, although you can kind of be your own flower now with the punch. Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna head out, but have fun with your plants and collecting your kids.
Yeah, I'm pretty close to finished here, so it It won't take that much longer, but I think there's a few other little things that I can find around, so we will... Oh, I almost fell on spikes there.
Oh no.
Alrighty. See you soon for... What are you doing again later, Ali?
Tomodachi.
It's going to be exciting. I'm
Oh,
very, very much wanting to look forward. I'm very much looking forward to that. Alrighty.
Alright, see you then.
Yep.
And now we have the final code. It's time to see what horrors await us. I mean, what fun things await us that we can just go pleasurably and jauntily skip through.
Horrors.
Horrors I hardly know as. I don't remember if I got all the balloons or not. I don't think it matters that much, because we...
Get anything for getting them?
It's an achievement, but I already have it, because I've done it before. There's no secret ending or anything like that. The ending is the friends you made along the way, okay? It's the only ending we need. Alright, how about I don't die like an idiot this time? Just maybe a strategy I'm gonna employ, okay?
Does
First
sound like a
time's
good
charm.
strategy.
Second time's the charm. And third time is me being the best. Except for when I muck up and I'm not.
But you'd
So,
never do that, right?
Would you believe me if I told you that this game does the bold move of doing what Titanfall 2 does?
Oh.
And that is throwing into the void. No. I'll explain in a second. I thought it was immediately, but not quite.
Skulls.
It's fine. Here we go.
They had lasers.
So the old man found his wife, but she was a weird horror illusion. And that's because the old man is secretly evil or something. I don't quite remember. But apparently I'm a stupid flower, so he killed me. And that's the end of the game.
What?
Nah, I'm joking. That's not the end of the game.
Okay. Like.
Did you know that plants can survive being murdered if they just button mash? And look at me! I'm a little sprout again! Yay! So what this game does is it takes away all your abilities, you have to earn them all back in the final level. Just kind of like what Titanfall 2 does. Ah. So we get to see all the faces. Also, I get a cool little purple thing. And now I'm back to just a little baby grappling boy. I should not have done that. That killed me. That also killed me. See, this is the fun thing, is immediately you get used to the game being easy, because it becomes really easy when you get the other abilities, and then you're asked, hey, could you use the abilities you had at the start of the game? The answer is no. And now we've got ball form back, so we can pass through these walls. Ball form basically only breaks through those walls. It's kind of useless otherwise, but it looks cool, so, you know. Sorry if you guys heard that, someone just moved a chair upstairs. It was very loud. I've got the earring back, let's go! I think I'm supposed to just swing through there? Yes, I am, okay. Do I get punchies back yet? Yes, okay, I got punches back now. And here we are. This is the final boss. Because this cute little silly platformer game has a final boss that belongs in a Kirby game. And by that I mean, welcome to the nightmare of unimaginable terrors attached to adorable silly game for no reason at the last minute. Here he is. This is the end of the silly plot game. evil void bone mage guy
Jeez.
with a Dark Souls boss health bar and everything.
What?
Yeah, yep. And he's got a couple attack patterns that require you to try and get off the platform. He also shoots these skulls at you, which follow you around and are really annoying, but thankfully you can actually kill. There's an achievement for doing the boss fight without actually destroying any of them.
Have you gotten it?
No, because I'm bad, and honestly it's really hard to not destroy any. Oh, okay, this is a really fun attack pattern, because what you have to do is you have to go around the platform before it completes, and if it does, it spawns a bunch of skulls. And there you go. In 40 minutes. Which is about 10 minutes shorter than my previous time, because I'm going to be real, I forgot that you could fight the boss without... You could fight the boss with killing those skulls. I think I'm going to try and run it back, and for the rest of the time slot, try and beat the boss without killing those skulls. But that is... That's Lorera. It's 40 minutes long if you want to play it. I would highly recommend it. It's really fun. I've played this game a bunch of times at this point. It's really silly, and there are a bunch of achievements, which I'm not going to go for, but that's the basics. That's Lorera.
Okay.
It's genuinely cool. A hidden gem of a game. It's literally free on Steam. I don't remember how I found it, but it's there, and I don't know. It's one of my favorite things because it's so personal to me that I found just this random little thing that's just this fun little time.
Yeah, it's been in my Steam featured and recommended thing for Steam for a while, probably because you recommended it.
I think so, probably. Alrighty. Alrighty. I'm gonna hit continue and it just puts you up for the final boss. I'm gonna try and fight this guy without destroying his skulls. Oh god. No, okay. Ooh, thank god. Okay, that was actually scary.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I did not expect to do that on the first try, because when I was practicing, that's how I tried to do it, and I died for like 20 minutes straight.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I genuinely thought that was going to be a challenge, but I was like, oh, this is going to be a little bit hard. Let me hold up on that one. And then it just drop it and immediately ace it.
Well, you did in fact prove that you were good, so...
But I got good, see? You know? Skill has been unissued. First try.
Good has been acquired.
Indeed. That's basically everything there is for this game. I understand usually we don't want to go on a massive break, but unless people just want to kind of sit around and chat on stream for like the next probably about 5-10 minutes while Ali's finishing setting up stuff for Tomodachi Life.
I mean, honestly, we could start that early if they're ready.
Yeah. Okay. I think. Do you want to hop into the other call and I'll just sit here and chat with chat a little bit?
I mean, I can go over and inform them that we're basically done and that whenever they're ready we can start. But I'll still chill in here for a while.
But no, obviously. But just go and speak with them about what's going on for a sec.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Sweet. I actually don't know what impossible mode is. I'll boot it up. Oh, it's a one life mode. Okay. Game looks like you might enjoy it. I would highly recommend it. It's really replayable, with the fact that it has a bunch of little achievements. It's got this impossible mode here, which I've never tried before, which is kind of cool. It definitely would be a lot harder than the base mode. As you saw, I died a bunch of times, so trying to get a hitless run would be an interesting challenge, but also it means that you would be able to try and get all of the little guys in the same run without it being any kind of disadvantage.
Yep.
What was the news from the other people?
They said, yeah, cool.
Alright, cool. In which case, I think I'll slam this over to the intermission screen, and we'll see you very shortly for Tomodachi Life. Thanks everyone for coming out and watching.